All right, folks, let's have the calorie conversation. So, I got some subscribers that go way back to the beginning of my channel, all the way back to the year of 2022. So, and there's been a lot of people who follow me throughout my dieting phases and my fast food review phases and whatnot, the whole 9 yards of it. So, talking calories is something that I have done for a very, very long time on this channel. And I've always been upfront about calorie conversation in general. In fact, I've always said, 2,000 and under, old school way of thinking and doing things, keeping things at 200, 2,000 and under. Those have been around my channel, down in the comment section, you can let people know. Yeah, you've heard me talk about this plenty of times. People have even seen me, some people have even seen me go on the Dollar Tree diet. The Dollar Tree diet, the dollar store diet. Even though I didn't do it for very long, but within a few weeks, I was producing weight loss results within those videos. Yeah, there's people in my channel that can tell you these type of things. Eating very unhealthy, unclean food. In the beginning of this channel, I used to eat whatever the heck I wanted to. Keeping up with a calorie count, I'm talking trashy food like McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's, fried chicken sandwiches, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, you name it. Nothing was off limits to me. And I lost weight doing that type of crazy stuff, combining an intermittent fasting window with a calorie count. Did I stay satiated? Was I hungry all the time? Yeah, but I got used to it. And the reason that it didn't last is because I didn't have a permanent fixture on a path forward once I was done losing the 80 pounds. I got comfortable with the 80 pounds of weight loss, and then I got comfortable with food reviews. That's the short nook and cranny of it all. So I know a thing or two about calories for sure. I can have that conversation. Now, I'm 53. I've been around the calorie game for a long time, and in fact, 80s calories, before the fat grams came into play, most people continued to talk about calories, and calories were the main focus for weight loss in the 80s, for sure. It was a little harder to track back then because you didn't have the nutritional information like you have on everything now. But as soon as that information became available in the 90s, calorie counting, became easy. But you started to learn things, like calorie volume, plays a very important part in that conversation as well. Like, I'll give you some examples here. Like this is 100. This is not for me. This is, for the house, kids and stuff like this. These Nutri-Grain bars. There's more package in here than there are bars. See, I could fold that. Look how much of that package I could fold down before we actually get to the actual product itself. We got that much package. Weighing in at 130 calories for this bar. 130 calories. That's not sustainable. I could eat this whole box. There's 8 bars in here. I'd still be under my calorie limits eating the whole box. But, you get tired of them, after a minute, and you'd want other things to eat. So the volume of that type of food is not that great. It's a not my best analogy, my best example. A better example would be to show you something completely trashy. Like this bag of cheese puffs at 140. You think that one bag of cheese puffs is satisfying enough to hold you out the rest of the day? 2 of these, you're starting to get up there. I could go through the huge bag of these no problem. So the volume of food when you're talking about comparing calories does matter. It matters in a big way. So let's talk about the calorie conversation. You know, let's leave the goldfish and the Pop-Tarts and all of that junk food out of the conversation completely. So let's talk about food volume for calories for a minute here. And to do that, we're going to cook something up because I'm hungry. Now, so I've already eaten about 1 serving of this chicken. There's 7 servings of chicken in this bag. Well, 6 now. At 90 calories per serving. So, this is pre-cooked chicken. I got it at Aldi's. So I'm going to put it in the pan here and heat it up. So at 90 calories per serving, that's 6 servings left. That's under 600 calories right there by itself. And we can have up to 2,000 a day. So I'm heating that up. I'll probably get a lid for it. Because we are low fat. That's another thing too. We got to count the fat grams in this. So at 6 servings, they are 1.5. So let's see, what is that? It's 3. So if we were doing under 10 grams of carbs, we are, I'm at 10 grams of fat. We are definitely going to be safe at 6 servings, which, you know, you can go over a little bit, you know, because I probably won't eat all of this in one setting. So, also, as far as calories burned, what spices you add also matters. Because digestion is an important part of the weight loss process and the weight loss conversation that people aren't getting into. Even your most healthiest experts out there. What you add to your food matters. Adding something as simple as cayenne pepper can aid in digestion, which will aid in a quicker turnaround on that scale, if you catch my drift. Like if you're eating potatoes with the protein and with some kind of cruciferous vegetable like a green bean or something like that, the potatoes are going to stick to you longer because the starch works for you differently than it does if you were eating just a straight up potato diet, you know, which is, you know, sort of the sugary path to doing things. So, you know, that would stick to you longer and it would make your meal stick to you longer. So you want to get things like this, you know, aiding in the digestion to get that moving quicker. You know, you don't want things slowing down inside there, especially if you are working out and you're, you know. See what I'm saying here? Everything plays a small role, so it's not just as simple as calories all the time, even though that is the main part of the conversation. You also got to measure time. time goes right along with the calorie count. I think it's something like 12 hours away from food will get you into ketosis, depending on how fast your digestion's working. And if it's not working very fast, like if you've ate a bunch of starchy beans or something, like what I've had to go through the past couple of days, refried beans, fat-free refried beans, are still starchy. You gotta play that waiting game. Ooh, listen to that chicken sizzle. Alright, I'm going to let that sizzle up, and then I'm going to add this can of tomatoes to it. And we're going to bulk this dinner up. Now, I could add other things to it, but today I'm just feeling like some chicken and tomatoes. And this is crushed tomatoes, kind of like I'm going to kind of marinara style it, Put a little bit of that cayenne in there, a little bit of garlic in there. Different things like that to aid in the digestion and the weight loss process. Get things moving, you know what I'm saying? And there's 13 servings in this can, and there's only 20 calories per serving. But there is 0 fat in this, so that's going to bulk this dish up, and it's going to make more than one meal out of a whole lot fewer calories. See where I'm going with this? Volume per calories matter as well. Okay, so that's steaming. Now I'm going to add the crushed tomatoes in. And there's other things I could add in here as well, because I'm not at my calorie limits by no means, or my fat limits by no means. Ooh, that is boiling up really, really fast. Let's cut that heat down just a little bit there. Hold your horses a little bit there. She wanting to cook fast. So now I could serve this over some rice, probably. Serve it with some pasta noodles, or I could just eat it like it is. It's all whether or not you can get the satiation from this meal the way it is, which I probably can. I might eat a higher volume of it for that reason, but it's going to go away a lot quicker, because we're putting things in place to help it along, such as this cayenne. We're going to add a good bit because I want it spicy. I want the benefits of the cayenne. And then we're going to add some garlic as soon as I can find the garlic. Oh, there she is. There she is. The garlic powder. Ooh, that's smelling good already. That's smelling good already. I mean, there's some, healthier options I could probably add to this, but I don't have any right now. Like some mushroom. I got onion I could chop up over there. Maybe some bell pepper in there. None of that is starchy. It would all just bulk up the pan. You'd still be under your calorie limits for the day. You could eat off of it more than once. But yeah, that's some good chicken right there. So I figured that was like right at 8 grams of fat for the entire thing. So it'd be like if I hadn't have already ate a serving of it in something else, it would still be under 10. It'd be like 9.5 grams of fat for all of that chicken. And then what you bulk it up with matters, you know. So like, basically, all of this is right around maybe 1,400 calories or under for the entire dish. It's like having spaghetti without the spaghetti. So yeah, I can hang with that calorie talk. I can hang with that. But I also know that foods heavier in fat are going to be digested a little slower as well. So a little bit of tricks like that, you know, the cayenne pepper and stuff, you know, really helps that along with the time. It is 3:59. It's almost 4 p.m. in the afternoon right now. So you know, if you're following like a 16/8 schedule, you know, 5 p.m. may be my cutoff time usually. So I got like an hour left to eat. I definitely won't be satiated. I really sought that cayenne to that. And the garlic. Sure, calories play a role, but everything kind of plays a role if you're in the weight loss game, if you're in it to lose the weight. How things move throughout your digestive system and digestive tract also play a role in that calorie game. Trust me, I know. I know from experience. Some people metabolize food better than others. I don't metabolize it that well, especially starch, which is why I'm choosing to leave it out of this meal and just going with the chicken and tomatoes, and it is very satisfying, just like this. Very quick and easy to make as well. Tell me what you think down in the comments. And as always, that's all I got for this one, folks. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.